I got myself the DJI Osmo Nano, and this thing has been so much fun testing out. I've been testing this out for over a week now, and I truly love the versatility of this little device. It is so compact, so tiny, really not intimidating at all. It does come with a multi-finder docket that you can detach, or if you want to attach it together, you can. If you want to flip it on the other side, you absolutely can do that too. It's probably one of my most fun cameras I've used since the Osmo Pocket 3, and I am so excited about this form factor, especially that this camera is waterproof, just the camera itself, not the docket though. But it still has professional 10-bit color grade if you need it. Now this camera only weighs 52 grams, but don't let this size fool you. The camera is packing a 1/1.3 inch sensor, which is the same as the Action 5 Pro. The video quality can go up to 4K 60 frames per second and 4K 120 frames per second in slow-mo. The camera itself is waterproof and can go up to 10 meters or about 33 feet. However, the multifunctional vision dock is only splash resistant and is rated IPX4 to not submerge the screen in water. I opted for the expanded combo, so in the box I got the multifunctional vision dock, which has a gorgeous 1.96 inch OLED screen, the magnetic lanyard, the hat clip, and the ball joint adapter. I also picked up some few extra accessories, so I got the newer ND filters for the camera, and I also got this wrist strap so I can put the screen, the multifunctional docket, on my wrist while I'm running. I put the links down in the description below so you guys can pick up this exact same kit. For my testing, I also mainly used the camera that is attached to this little guy. So as you can see, there's one mic here at the very front underneath the logo, and then there's two holes here to pick up audio. And when you guys are out and about recording and vlogging, make sure you don't cover the side parts because it's super easy to just cover them up and then your audio will sound muffled. But if you guys don't want to think about audio, don't worry, you can get yourself the DJI Mic 2 or the Mic Mini. They are all compatible with this unit. When shooting in public, I really love this device because people were not intimidated by this little guy at all. Today we're going to brunch with the girlies. That's why I'm all dolled up and everything. And yes, I'm running a little bit late, but you know, it takes a second to get dolled up, guys. It really does. And I'm gonna show you the brunch spot. It's like this cute little Italian space. So I'm hoping the food is great and the mimosas are delicious. I'll show you what I'm eating later today. Sorta. It's a DJI, but the Nano.
I'll start first. I'm the creator. My name is DJI.
A lot of people aren't intimidated by this camera because it's so tiny. They really consider it as like a small accessory or a toy. It's a camera. Yeah.
How many cameras do you have?
The great thing about this device is that you can really get away with it and have no tripod with you. I think that's what really sticks out to me about this little guy is the fact that we already have great cameras in our pockets, in our camera bag, everything. Like everything is great quality, right? But how can you feel more present and more alive and bring people into your point of view and lifestyle? This camera does a great job at doing that. Since this thing is so tiny, it can create some amazing shots that you wouldn't come up with a camera or a big camera lens. I also love the creative shots you can do with this thing. I think for me, that was the biggest selling point. It's the fact that you can put this anywhere, not feel like you're gonna break it like the Pocket 3, and get these awesome shots that you probably don't want to do with your phone because it's too large, or a professional camera because you don't want to break it. And that's the biggest advantage of this little guy, is that it has two magnets, one at the bottom and then one on its back. So you have multiple ways of mounting this thing to any magnetic surface and just let it stay and take your shots. And if you don't have a magnetic mount, don't worry. You can also get this little suction cup. It is so convenient to have. I love carrying it with me because I could just plop it on a table, plop it on the wall, plop it on glass, anywhere I can think of. I just boop, leave it there, and then you could get the cool shot. Okay guys, so I am testing out the DJI Nano outside. I'm practicing for a 5K, so I'm just out here doing a light jog. Let me know how the audio is on this little camera. And I'm using the magnetic neck mount, so let me know how the stabilization is. It might be too much. It might be a lot of movement. You guys are currently on a water fountain, which is so cool. I don't need a tripod. I can stick you guys on anything that has metal in it. But I did want to say that this thing is waterproof. It can go up to 33 feet in the water or 20 meters, but the screen is only splash resistant, so I would not recommend putting this thing in water. Yeah. His mohawk is so rad. Okay, you know what? Maybe climbing a branch for the shot isn't worth it because I'm almost 30 and that might not be good for my knees. I don't need another medical bill. Now, when it comes to low light performance, I was actually surprised by it. Let me show you guys 2 clips of how it looked like with just video and then with the super night mode performance turned on. Right now, it's not turned on, so you are just seeing the video mode, and then let's switch it on and see if you guys can tell a difference. Okay guys, so now we're on super night mode. Let me know if you guys can tell a difference or you think it's kind of the same quality. This is in 4K 30 frames per second, just so it could be the closest image quality as the regular video mode. It really just gets me excited to just pull this out, record something, record quick clips and stuff, romanticize my life basically in a vlog form and just see like where the story takes me. A really cool feature that this camera has is that you can charge your camera from using your screen. However, that means your screen ends up dying much faster than the camera itself. So that means when you have both of these connected, the dock will start charging the camera. However, this dock ends up dying a little bit faster than I would like because it's also being used as a charger for this little guy. I'm not the biggest fan of that charging mechanism. Sometimes I like keeping these 2 things separate just so my screen doesn't die on me too quickly. I noticed like within 20 minutes of charging just this dock, it goes from 10% all the way up to 80% in the span of 20 minutes. So I was testing that out when I was driving around, and then I have a charger in the car and it charged up super quickly. I've also seen that some people have noticed that there's an overheating issue. Well, right now it's springtime, early April. It's not too hot outside. I did bring it outside on a nice warm day, but it did not give me any issues about that. I saw a Reddit post saying that there was a software update to fix this. I'm not sure how true that is, but for me, I had no issues. But you guys, let me know down in the comments below whether you're thinking about getting this little guy. If you've been thinking about an action camera, I've never owned an action camera, so this would be such a cool one to have in my kit and just test it out. Let me know what you think on the quality of this camera, because not a lot of people could be a fan of the 1/1.3 inch sensor, but I really love the form factor. It is super tiny, so convenient. You can see yourself, you could flip it anyway. This really left a great impression on me. It looks like DJI does it again. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. Please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love tech, who are thinking about getting an action camera or any of these things that I've mentioned in the video. Let them know why they should get it or why they shouldn't. I really had fun with this one, truly. And don't forget, click the links down in the description below so you can get these accessories, get the camera. Every click helps the channel. All right, guys, now I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye, y'all. Nice.